going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Time for another episode of Focus Fridays, and it's going to be a continuation of last week's episode because I was running out of time. In my head, I was thinking this is getting way too long, so here we are again. This is going to be part 2. I'm going to finish out pretty much everything that I was working on last week. We're going to finish up July. And let's take a look at the rest of the customers that I had. All this video was already prepared last week. Just had to do some more editing and whatnot. So here we go. All right, downtown Cape May. Let's see if we can find some food. Love it down here because it's like really cute. Got a lot of little shops, a lot of independent stuff, and nothing commercial. That's my favorite part. See, nice little strip. This is my favorite part. A couple restaurants over here. I think I'm gonna go this way because I went to this really awesome restaurant here before. So at this place called the Ugly Mug, actually me and Becky about 2 years ago we actually came here. It's right here on the main strip. Get to sit outside or inside. I like sitting outside whenever I have the opportunity. It's pretty cool to see the people walking by. Starving, actually really hungry. Got a apple walnut salad with some blackened chicken on it. I'm doing this whole minimal carbs right now, so my menu selections are very limited when I go places. Typically I'd be getting like a burger or something right now, but definitely try and change it up. Definitely recommend doing that every now and then. Switch your diet up, trick your body. It's actually very important. Looking forward to it because I know the food here is really good and got a nice breeze. Just gonna kick it here for a little bit before I head north. I think I was gonna go to Wildwood next, but I think we're gonna skip Wildwood, shoot straight up to Ocean City, and meet up with a special somebody. Pretty excited.
Now this is what I'm talking about. That is gorgeous. Yum.
3 minutes later. Alright, y'all. Enough for Cape May. I'm gonna venture up north. I'm gonna make my way up the Jersey Shore. I was gonna stop in Wildwood, but looking at what time it is, it's like 5 o'clock. I got 2 more stops to make. Hopefully. I'm definitely making the one. So, I told them that I was coming, so I have a nice little half-hour drive to Ocean City, and yeah, it's another one of my choice spots. I love OC. Have a little beach up there that I like to go to all the time, called Waverly. So maybe I'll stop out there today, maybe not. Probably will. I always do when I'm in Ocean City, so yep, onward we go. As long as this traffic speeds up, it'll take me forever to get out of here. So we are officially in Ocean City. I love this little town. It's really cute. I like the houses and stuff. I just love short towns, period. Now I gotta get all the way down to like 9th Street so I can get down to the pier, and that'll be fun. Always an adventure. But I'm on like 26th Street. I got a ways to go. But anyway, we here, yo! So right now we are officially in Ocean City. Stop number 2 on my little shore tour today. And we are meeting up with none other than my adopted child, Gia Marie. Once upon a time, I dated her mom, Lorraine. Things didn't work out between me and her mom, but we still stay friends. And for me and Gia, she looks up to me like a father figure. So I'm still very prominent in her life. And she saw my post on Facebook saying that I was going down to the shore. So of course she had to ask where I was going to be. So it's kind of cool. Just being able to hang out, treat her like she's one of my own. Love that kid to death. So technically speaking, not blood related, but my oldest child that I have. But it's kind of cool. I've been in her life since she was 12. She's 19 now. So kind of just get to hang out for a little bit and see her real soon. She's coming to find me now. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we gotta find her in the sea of people. Searching, searching. Says she's on 9th Street. Walking towards 9th Street. I don't see her anywhere. There she is. Hi. Hi, G. So here we are, walking the boards. And there's Gia. What's up, Gia? And her boyfriend Eric, who I finally got to meet. Heard tons about. So, what you guys doing? Walking. Walking. How long you been here? Not too long. Like you were waiting for me for like most of the day, I feel.
Like
4:30? That's not too bad.
no.
Yeah. So me and this little kid right here, this is like my daughter right here. I love her to death. You love me? I love you. All right. I have no clue what we're gonna be doing, but it's kind of cool just walking around because we barely ever get to hang out because I'm always busy working. So yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Looks like we're mini golfing. Yeah, whatever the kid wants, she's happy. Let's go. Did it come out? Oh, okay.
Always keep track of score.
That's even cooler.
I can't even. Oh yeah, we stop right here.
Where do we go?
Right here, all the way over there.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Through, yeah, you can go through. Does it go down?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh! There's no way I'm going to change.
You just stuck it right there. Oh, that was fun. Getting to hang out with G and play some mini golf. I got the hole-in-one on the 19th hole. I got the hole-in-one on the very first hole, and I got the hole-in-one on the 19th hole. Won us a free game, so that was kind of cool. Something for her and Eric to do whenever they want to come back down here. Because I barely ever come down to Ocean City. I'm always busy. So now we get to go to my favorite place down here. It's kind of a special little spot that my old best friend Diane took me to years ago. And she said it was her favorite place to go. It's perfectly quiet and everything, so I kind of stole it from her. And I've been going here ever since she showed me. It's a place called Waverly. It's kind of like dream building too, because the houses aren't split up here like they are in the other spots. They're actually like legit houses, so it's kind of cool. Get to go up here and see what everything looks like, and yeah, we'll finish up before we head over to AC. Waverly Boulevard. Look at this. Now this is where I would love to live. Love all these houses over here. Let's see. Should be able to. Yep. Sea view. So this is where we always would come. Park over here and sneak onto the beach. Let's go. Alright, so walking up to the beach right now. I'm sure you hear the water in the background. It's actually really cool. I want you guys to see why exactly I love this spot. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
This bridge going into next town. I think that's Ventnor over there. And a little bit further in the distance is Atlantic City. Now they made this beach tagged now, which kind of sucks because it didn't used to be. Used to come up here all the time and not have to have a beach tag, but still pretty cool. Looks a lot different now, but it's quiet. Not crowded, it's away from the boardwalk, so there's barely ever anybody out here. All right. So I decided to face the ocean because it's beautiful back there. Got some beautiful clouds, got a beautiful sea. I just love it down here. It's so peaceful for me. And there's literally no one around, so it's even better. So let's go ahead and keep going with our Focus Fridays. Next customer, John Gaspara. Now this is actually a really cool story. John came to us looking for a minivan, and he told me he was actually looking for the minivan to gift to somebody. Apparently a family friend of his actually went through some hardship. Turns out that they lost everything, including their vehicle. I think it was a fire, and he was really moved to do it. So this was actually on one of my days off. He came in to make the purchase of the van, and I actually happened to not be there. I was trying to get, I had some stuff I was taking care of, and I would be in later in the day, but I get there, and they tell me that I have no clue what actually happened. This is the crazy part. So John gets there, and he's getting ready to wrap everything up. He came to make the purchase, and he gets a phone call, or he texts the girl that he's actually getting this van for. And she calls him and says that her dad actually already bought her a van, which is kind of crazy. So John's freaking out. A big thing for him was being a man of his word. And it was really cool that we gave him an opportunity. We said, listen, you don't have to make any purchase. It's not a problem whatsoever. We actually don't want you to put you out. It just makes no sense. But John actually stuck to it, and came in when he came to pick up his paperwork. I think he got his title. I ran into him, and he gave me a huge hug, big thanks. He told me that his son actually needed a vehicle too, so he just gave it to him. So it's kind of cool that there's people out there that really want to do something nice for something. So, definitely really appreciate John for coming through, still making a purchase after everything kind of went sideways, and he was completely satisfied. Another satisfied customer, happy that we were able to put something together for him. All right, so now we have ourselves Ron and Christy Anderson. The Andersons came to me, actually. They were out on the lot. They were looking for a truck. Ron needed a truck. He was a corrections officer, but he also did some side work and definitely needed a truck. They do a little bit of towing too. I think they said they had a trailer that they tow and a camper. So he needed a truck. But the issue was finding something that fit their budget. I knew exactly what I needed to do to get there, and fortunately, we had a truck that was right at the right price point. That was the key, finding a truck that was at the right price point and decent miles, decent everything. And fortunately, we were able to do that. And we had a very good bank rate come back. We had a little bit of a credit challenge to work with, but that's fine. Everybody goes through things, and fortunately we have 25 plus banks to work with to make things happen for people. So we were able to get that done for them, and they were happy. Left with the truck, and they're in it right now. I actually saw them the other day. So another satisfied customer. It was pretty cool. It actually happens to be the brother-in-law to another one of my customers. So we got to talk about them for a little bit. And we just appreciate referrals. We appreciate everybody coming in. I think somebody told them to come down to the dealership to check us out. So it's nice to help the local people. All right, now Stephen Hart, that's our next customer.
Steven came to me via referral. Now, Steven had purchased vehicles from us before, but last month I sold a truck to one of his coworkers, John Higgins. John, I appreciate you sending Steven in. It was actually really perfect. Steven wanted to get into a new Grand Cherokee or a truck, but he had a budget that he had to fix to. And it turns out we hit the number that we needed to get to, but when he talked to his wife, she said that she felt like he should have been getting more for that price in a Grand Cherokee. So worked some things back, talked to him a little bit more, and he actually looked in our inventory and fell in love with the 2019 Cherokee Trailhawk. So we got him in that. It was easy peasy. Everything that he wanted. He actually, after he purchased it, took a road trip down to, I think he said, South Carolina, and said he loved every single minute of the drive. He's super satisfied with it. Got out of a 15 Cherokee into a 19 Cherokee. And if you know, the 19 Cherokees were completely redesigned, so it's definitely a good thing for him, and he was another satisfied customer for sure. And again, he's been doing business with us for years. It was, I think he said, his third vehicle he purchased, so it was just nice being able to take care of him this time. All right, now Ivan Lucero. This guy was really cool. Ivan actually came to us. They were driving around on the lot in a brand new Ford Expedition, and they were looking for our Wranglers. Came to us because the dealership local to him only had a few in inventory, and he saw online how many we had. I think we have like 50 Jeeps or something like that at the time. He was looking for one for his wife. His wife never had anything nice. He was getting the Expedition, so he felt like she deserved to have something nice too, and she really wanted a Wrangler. So we got them done in the 2019 Rubicon. It's kind of interesting. The bank was a little tricky because of some things on Ivan's credit, but that's not wasn't a problem per se. They were just looking at the situation of how many loans he had, because there was some stuff for his family's business on there as well. And we were able to switch our approval to the cheaper one, this other Rubicon that they ended up leaving in. It's a beautiful one too. Ended up being $5,000 less, and that's exactly what we needed to do to fit into our approval. So, you know, it's not just, oh, we have nothing to do, we're stuck, we can't figure it out. No, we figure it out. We take the time and actually pay attention to this stuff. So it's pretty cool. She was actually happier with this Jeep than she was with the first one that we test drove. Bugs flying all over the place, just because of the accents on the inside. So interesting thing with Rubicons, depending upon your interior, if you have the tan interior or the black interior, the tan interior changes the interior trim accents. In a Rubicon, they're typically red, but if you have the tan interior, it actually changes it to a gray. Now, she was looking at a mojito green. There's certain exterior colors too that will change that interior. And when we switched to the blue, it was the ocean blue Rubicon, as you can see. The interior was red because of the color matching that Jeep does. So it's kind of cool. Really happy to put these guys out and make her super happy, another satisfied customer. This one's really cool. This is Alexandra Held. Alexandra purchased a Compass off of me, I think last year or the year before. And I remember when she purchased it, she was super duper happy, super duper excited. But we were having some issues with the vehicle, just something from the manufacturer, nothing on our part. We did everything that we could to help her. So, you know, you can go through these programs where the manufacturer will actually buy the vehicle back if it's an issue that's persistent. I actually was going through that before with the vehicle that I owned, but we ended up staying with it when it got fixed. Well, she didn't want to stay with it. They gave her the option to get a new one, so she got an upgrade. She was driving a loaded up limited Compass. Man, that tide's getting close. Loaded up limited Compass, and she was able to upgrade into the 2019 Grand Cherokee Altitude. She went from the second smallest vehicle that Jeep offers to the largest vehicle that Jeep offers. And she was pretty excited. It went hand in hand because things actually got better for her at work. And her payment only went up a little bit, exactly what she was expecting it to go up. So it actually worked out perfect, and she was such a pleasure to work with the first time. It was really cool to be able to help her again and see how excited she was to get into the Grand Cherokee. So once again, another satisfied customer. All right, so I got 2 more for y'all. Next one is going to be Carol Heald. Now here's the deal with Carol. Carol was actually a referral from a customer of ours, Jeff Steffen. Jeff has actually been friends with the owner for years. I actually sold him a Durango, so he brings customers to us all the time. Carol was driving a Lincoln, wanted to upgrade something with more room. She came in looking at Pacificas and Durangos. We took her for a test drive in the Pacifica, loved it, loved all the space, loved the capability of the stow and go. Then we paired it up against the Durango, and she noticed that one, Durango sits higher, so she's a little bit older. She said, I'm gonna struggle eventually down the road trying to get into this thing. And then second, the cargo space is different in the Durango than it is with the Pacifica. So after we worked some numbers for her, a little bit of she said haggling that she had to do with our owner Ron, which was pretty cool because she was having fun with it, he was having fun with it, and it was a good customer. So at the end of the day, she got to leave in the Pacifica that she wanted, the color that she wanted, all the features that she wanted. It wasn't like she was lacking anything, and definitely another satisfied customer. So we definitely appreciate Jeff for sending people in all the time, and happy to put another Pacifica down the road with somebody happy driving behind the wheel. And last but not least, that would be Alice German. Now, her husband Edward came in, I think it was 2 days ago, wanted to take a look at a 2014 Impala that we had on the lot. Now, this was an Impala LTZ2 or LTZ2L something, I can't remember. One of the nicest ones you could possibly get. This thing was loaded up. It had a pano roof, it had remote start, it had heated and vented seats, navigation, leather, memory seats, blind spot wiring. I'm probably forgetting some things, but he was in love with the vehicle, and the cool thing is he hadn't purchased a vehicle in 11 years. So it was a new experience for him because he was used to the way you used to buy a car back in 2008. You come in, say, hey, I'm offering cash, I want a different price, and that's not how it works anymore. We have to advertise our best prices. There's no difference between cash and financing prices. It's the best price, period. So it was a little change for him. Took the vehicle home, showed his wife. Wife came back. They loved the vehicle, but they weren't 100% sold on it yet, which was interesting because I got him to the number that he wanted to be at, and he said if we were there, he was buying. But I'm never going to push a customer. I don't pressure anybody. If he needs time, I'm fine with that. So they took the night. We got in contact with them the next day, and they came back in later that night. And it took a little bit more negotiating, which was fine. Fortunately, we were willing to work with them. And they came in happy, purchased the vehicle, had it clean, had it ready, and they got to drive off. She was driving a 98 Trailblazer. 98. And again, they haven't purchased a new vehicle or just a vehicle period in 11 years. So this was definitely something new for them. And it was an absolute pleasure working with them. Funny couple, really nice people, and happy to have another satisfied customer driving down the road. All right, so that's all of the customers for Focus Friday. That's every single customer that I was able to catch a picture of in the month of July. Not everybody wanted to get a picture, and I wasn't able to get pictures for everybody. A couple of people came in, and it was like a rainy monsoon day. And then you just have customers who don't want to get the picture taken, so I respect that. So if you see that shininess in the background there, that's AC. That's the last stop because I want some lettuce wraps from P.F. Chang's. Yep, I know that's kind of lame, but that's seriously why I'm going to AC. Probably going to walk the boards for a little bit, but I need to get some dinner, and I ain't been to AC in a while to get some lettuce wraps. That's my spot. So thank you for watching. Let's go on to the next leg.
All right, so literally came to my spot, P.F. Chang's, just to get some lettuce wraps. Easiest thing, low carb, I guess. Thing that sucks is like I sat here for like 10 minutes waiting to get somebody to come over and help me. I guess since they saw me sitting by myself, they thought that there was somebody else coming. Nope, just me. after I get done here, I'm probably gonna walk the boardwalk, and then that's it. That's a wrap. So, yeah. Just can't wait to eat these things. We love them. I love them.
All right, lettuce wraps. Haven't had these in forever. Super excited.
Oh, that does it for my excursion. I was gonna walk around a whole lot out here, but I am beat. It's been a long day out here in the sun, baking my face off. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit like, drop a comment. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Special little beach edition of my Focus Fridays, but the next videos are going to be shorter, obviously, because I'm not going to be compiling a whole month, and I'm not going to be taking a crazy little trip to throw with you guys. So, again, thank you for watching. If there's anything that you think I may be able to do, if you're in the market for a vehicle, just shoot me a call, 856-467-2200. Drop me a message on here. I'll be able to get back to you as well. Look forward to hearing from you, and everybody have a good night. Take care. God bless. I'm out.